But going back to the leaflets, and there you are at Braintree Town. Well, I've got to say the attire, the Macho Man attire. We showed a picture of you at the top, and there's no kind of better way to get your personality out there than by portraying one of the biggest personalities ever in the history of professional wrestling. We'll talk about that in a minute, but honestly, you are, like I say, dedicated to getting out there, handing out the leaflets, putting them in shop windows, wherever it will take them, football matches, and even on a rainy Saturday afternoon when there's very few people around. But there you are, and even getting praised for all of your hard work from the Braintree hub there, being out there, mixing with the families, mixing with the public. But obviously, you're a salesman. You know all about sales. You know how to promote. But kind of give us the idea regarding, and you were new to wrestling promotion. You know, this was all brand new to you. So kind of what made you think, right, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to promote CXW and my future shows.
Right. So in 2018, we opened up a new BMW motorcycle shop in Suffolk, and I was kind of in charge of social media. I'd already done another shop, but it was an established shop. We were opening up a whole new business. So I did a bit of door-to-door. I'd done the Facebook, social media. I organised ride-outs. And on the first Sunday, I organised a ride-out, and we'd only opened up a week. And we were expecting probably 15 bikes, and 106 motorbikes turned up for this ride out, it ended up not being very good at all. It was 3 miles an hour and the police weren't happy. But I kind of thought, I'm not bad at this. And it's just kind of where we grew the business like that quite quickly. I kind of used those skills. But, you know, motorbikes, I know it's a lot of people's passions, but it's kind of, for me, they're just numbers. Wrestling is my passion. And I kind of used getting into the community is key. And because I knew that we were offering a good night out, that was it. You know, I'm not looking to be a millionaire. Well, I'd love to be a millionaire, but I'm asking for 12 quid and I'm going to give you a good night out because wrestling is fun. There's not a lot you can do with your parents and kids and have a good time. And that's kind of where I've got the confidence to do it. And it does backfire sometimes. You do, you know, when I entered the wrestling business, I went onto UKFF forums and started saying, I am going to sell 1,500 tickets and I'm going to do this and that. And that probably wasn't the right thing to do. But you also have to get yourself out there. And I'm learning all the time, but it's key. And I try and, as much as I've not been in the wrestling business, I try and give advice on Facebook to other promotions that might not sell as many tickets. And the key is getting it out there because, like I said earlier, I was an American wrestling fan and I never knew of any British wrestling. So, you know, in my head, it's like, okay, let's put that in people's heads without annoying them too much.
And I think you hit the nail on the head there, because I think, you know, with modern technology, social media, maybe some promotions rely too heavily on social media, and that's fine. But you're mixing social media promotion with actually getting out there, mixing with the public, going to sporting events, knocking on people's doors, posting leaflets through thousands of doors, and that's why you got.
Don't post through people's letterboxes. We don't do that. We're face to face. That's the key. You've got to make that impact. You know, people are not wrestling. You're not going to find 1,000 wrestling fans in 5,000 people. You're not going to find it. So the key is this is what you need to do. You need to make that impact, and that's talking to people, getting out in the community. And even it's like, how are you doing? Do you fancy a wrestle? Or whatever you need to say to make someone laugh. And that's kind of how we do it. And I know it's not easy, and it's not for everyone, but social media it's swamped, and you've got, you know, you're trying to sell to your local community first off, so get it out there first. And that's what I believe in. And you know, when we move towns and cities, which we'll eventually do if all goes well, we will be traveling, or I'll be traveling there, you know, 4 or 5 times a week, or when I get time. You know, I do other jobs, I work, you know, it's just getting it out there, and that's the key. That's all we need to do. And it's great. It's the best job in the world.
I love your passion. I love your dedication. I love your interaction with the public. And I think, like I say, that face-to-face technique, it obviously works in your case.